everyone. Welcome, welcome you all in the series of part 5 of SQL fundamentals. And today the topic which we are going to see is joins. Okay, so let's see what will be the topic which we are going to cover today. So topics are basically as, okay, I'll explain you what is that. Joins, inner join, full outer join, left outer join, right outer join. Okay, so these all are the topics which we are going to cover today. And the second thing is these are very important topics. Okay, and you can say that a little bit advanced in SQL. Okay, so now as we will move further, like I will start from the very basic and move you till the end. Now, the first thing is like as statement. What is an as statement? Basically, as statement act as an alias. Okay. So suppose you have a table and you have a column name, like if you want to put some student details, like student marks or something. But suppose the column name student marks is very big. So in that case, you can give an alias like for your output. It's not like you are changing anything in the table. You are not changing anything in the table. It's just that you are creating an alias, basically a secondary name for that column, okay, which you can show as your output. So the syntax for this is select column as new name, as whatever new name you want to give, and from the table. Okay, I'll show you like what do I mean. So basically first go into the sqliteonline.com. Okay, click on post SQL. Okay, now after that just import is, click open and import this database.sql. Okay, you will find this database.sql file. Okay, in the in the repository link. Okay, which I will share with you in the GitHub link. You will get this database.sql and you just have to directly import it. And if you click it in the open, then you just have to click OK. Okay, and you will get all the tables like boxes tables, okay, demo tables, department table, okay, employee table, manufacturer table. Okay, so there are many tables which actually we fetched out from that database.sql. Okay, and suppose I want to, like, there is a menu table also. So if I write select star from menu, if I want to select, like if I want to choose all the elements of the menu, in this case you can see that menu id, name, price, type, category. Okay, so this is the thing, basically menu id, name, price, category, you are getting everything. Now if I want to select just category, in this case the category will come. Okay, now if I want to name comma this one. Okay, so if I want to give this, instead of category, I want to give this as a name as variety. Okay, variety, what variety of food I have. So if I run it, then in this case, you can see that it is actually becomes variety, but it is not like you have changed the actual table. In the actual table, it will remain the category. It is just for your output. It is showing you like there is a name and there is a variety. So it is just an alias. Alias basically a secondary name for that column. So now let's move to the and continue the topic. Now, if I move to the next topic, that is inner joins. Okay, so what is basically inner join? Join allows to combine multiple tables together. If you combine two tables, okay, so the middle section, the common part of those table, you will get that part. Okay, so what do I mean? Basically, if you have these two table A and B, then you will get the common part, and common part in these two table is actually 3 and 4, and you will get 3 and 4. Okay, so this is a table. Here you can see that this is one table, this is second table, and here I'm joining it. You are getting the basically the output, and how it is actually making the join. So basically it is actually making the join on this column, this one, A and B, and it is selecting only those whose values are equal. Okay, so I'll explain you like what do I mean. Okay, so suppose if I'm taking in any situation, I'm taking a specific situation. Okay, where suppose suppose you registered for a, suppose you registered for any um suppose you registered for any boot camp. Okay, 10 days before. Suppose there will be a Masai boot camp on web development, and registration form opened 10 days before. Okay, so in the registration form, like during that day, many students actually registered. Okay, so now when you registered on that form, then the table entry will create it. So I'll show you what is this. Suppose if I'm talking about the registration, so basically this is your registration table. Okay, now this is your registration table. Now after 5 days, registration actually got closed. Okay, and the boot camp, it is actually there is still 5 more days to go uh, to boot camp start. Okay, I told you, like, in before 10 days they have opened the registration form. After 5 days they close it, and after 5 days the boot camp will be live. Okay, so on that day when you join the boot camp, what they have done, they have given you the login form basically. Okay, login form basically, what do you mean? The users who joined that day, the user who joined that day. Okay, so according to the rules of the boot camp, like, you can only join the boot camp only when you have registered. Okay, but suppose many people have joined this boot camp even though they didn't registered. Okay, so suppose this is the registration ID, and this is the name, those who are joining. So if I talk about, like, these are the registration ID 1, 2, 3, 4. Registration ID of 1, basically I can say that Sohil. Okay, and the second is Naman. The third is Sunil. The fourth is Shubham. These are the guys who actually joined basically on the registration, who actually registered on this for this boot camp. Okay, now if I talk about the login, on the login day, on the day when they joined actually the boot camp, so they have filled the form of login ID. Okay, and it is actually containing the name. So now if I say there will be a different login ID, so someone with name 1 has actually joined the basically this boot camp, that is Shruti. Okay, now the second is actually who joined the boot camp is Sohil. The third is uh you can say any Rajat. Okay, and the fourth is who joined the boot camp is Naman. Now here you can observe one thing: only Sohil and Naman are the one who actually registered, and they also joined the login, like login day, like on the day of boot camp. But Sunil and Shivam registered this boot camp, but uh, they didn't actually come to the basically on the day of boot camp. Okay, and you can see that ki Shruti and Rajat are the one who didn't registered, but they have joined the login day. Okay, but I want to find, because as I said, according to the rules of bootcamp, the only people who can join the bootcamp are only those ones who have registered. Okay, only then they can basically, and they have do the login. Only if these two conditions are fulfilled, only then they can join the bootcamp. Okay, so what is the solution? So basically the solution for this is inner join. So what inner join will do, this is a table 1 registration ID, and this is table 2, and this is the login ID, and it will select the common part. So basically whenever we do the inner join, so selection as basically happen on the common column. So the common column here, you can observe that the name is a column, and based on that, the you can say the inner join will happen. So if I create a basically the final table of inner join. So here you can see this thing. Okay, so this is the point. Now the if I am doing the joining, okay, so what will happen? So every information will come here: registration ID, name, okay, this login ID, and this name. And after doing the join, it will select only those parts in which names are equal. So it will take first one Sohil, and because Sohil is also there, so it will select that part, one Sohil, that is equal to two Sohil, because it is join actually happened on the common column. So now the second is two Naman, and what it is, four Naman. Okay, now this is your output. Otherwise it will not print anything. It is actually we have joined on the name column, and when we done the name join with the name column, it will only select only those one who has name here in this table or in this table also. So I'll got the information during this inner join. I'll got the information. Okay, give me the names of those students who actually did the registration and who also presented the login day. Then in that case we will allow that into the bootcamp, otherwise we won't. Okay, so how this like you can see that key, this is actually solving some kind of problem. Okay, and this is actually a complicated problem. So but just doing joining actually making our life easy. Okay, so now let's move to the, so this is your inner join. Now if I'm talking about inner join, you just have to select from table A, you write the inner join table B, and then you have to mention like in which column you want to make. Okay, so suppose I want to show you something. So if I go to the SQLite, so first of all, let's see what are the table. Select star from employee. This is an employee table. And if I run it, here you can see that the employee information, like with the SSN number, name, last name, or department. And this is a department code actually. If I want to find like where this Michelle is actually working, that is 14. So I will found in the like what is this department actually 14. Just directly I have to go to the, basically I have to directly run this and I'll get the basically department table. In the department 14 is actually corresponding to IT, but I want to see like which employee is working where. Okay, so in this table, in the first table and in the second table, the common column is, basically the common column is actually department. Okay, also name is also the common column, but here I am deciding where I want to make the join. I want to make the join department, and I want to check like which employee is working in which department. Okay, so the basic way of doing this is you write select star from employees and write inner join. Okay, table, basically the second table is inner join, that is our department. Now after writing the basically after writing the inner join, now let's I want to make like in which column I want to basically do the join. Okay, so it is actually employees dot department. Just show him do show this like in this way: employee table dot department column. Okay, equal to department dot code. Okay, in the department table the department ID is actually department dot code. And if I run this, then I'll get every information. Like Kumar is actually working in IT, okay, with this budget. Elizabeth working in IT. Marianne actually working in IT, because Based on the department and code, I have selected like which has like which has different same value, and based on that I will get the information like Kumar is actually working in this IT, Anand is actually working in this IT, Carol is actually working in accounting. So can you see that like how is it easy it is? Okay, it is actually making our life very easy. I just have to do join and I'll get the information. Suppose you have a student table and you have a marks table, and if you want to find like how student actually perform, you just make the join on the table. Okay, and if there is also a student ID present there, then only you can make a join. Like here in this way, the column which we are making the join is actually the common column, because it is actually representing the code is also representing the department ID, and this department actually also representing the which department is working. Because if I show you select star from employees, here you can see that here it is a department code, it is actually representing me, but I want to see like where it is there, it is actually connecting to basically. Okay, what is this corresponding information of 14? So you just need to do the join. Now let's move to the a little bit advanced topic, that are outer join, and there are basically three types of outer join, that is full outer join, left outer join, and right outer join. So basically, if I talk about the full outer join, it will select everything. Okay, full outer join basically means I will select everything. I will not neglect anything. Okay, just want to see the complete picture of like what is going on. So if I say like, if I go to this one and if I select, okay, so basically this is my registration ID, and here you can see something. Basically this is thing, and I want to do the full outer join. So what full outer join will do? Full outer join will like cover everything. It will say I will cover everything. I will show you complete output. Okay, I will join the table and I will show you the complete output. So let's see what do I mean. So basically every entry of the registration, every entry login will become. Okay, so basically registration ID, like if I write one Sohil. Okay, so can you say, so see Sohil here? Yeah, Sohil is here. Two Sohil. Okay, so now if I write two Naman, two Naman, so here it is actually four Naman. Okay, so now if I move to the third one, that is third Sunil. Third Sunil. Corresponding Sunil, you will not get anything here. So you just write here null null. Now fourth Shubham. Fourth Shubham. Fourth Shubham. Here you will get null null. Okay, and right now from the right hand side you can also check like one Shruti, but one Shruti is not here. Okay, because I have to cover in full outer join, you can see that it is actually completing. First you have covered the middle one. Okay, and the intersection is also covered, and now I have to cover the right one. So one Shruti is not this in the table. So what I'll do, I'll write one Shruti and I will put here null null, because no entry corresponding to present. Two Sohil I've already included. Three Rajat I've not included. So I'll write three Rajat and I'll put it here as null null. Okay, so basically there are six entries. Here you can see that, but it is actually covering the whole structure. So what is the need of full outer join? Full outer join actually telling me like what is the complete structure. I want to see like every employee who have actually registered and who didn't come to the like login day, and those one also who actually come to the login day but didn't come to the registration, who didn't register actually. So it is actually giving me the complete picture. Okay, what is the full structure, what is the whole structure actually. So now this is the point where actually the difference lies. That's why I'm saying like full outer join give you the complete result. So now let's see. Okay, so this is actually what is going on here. It is doing the complete join on the country ID, and for Spain there is no entry present in this country ID. That's why it is putting Spain. Okay, and like date, country ID, and unit. So if I'm only showing these columns, then in that case it will show you 1 to 35 as null, because for Spain there is no entry here. Now, if I want to do the basically full outer join, then you have to write select star from table A, full outer join table B. On table A, like on which column you want to make the match. Okay, you want to represent the column in which you want to make the match. So if I write yeah, so the basically the command will remain the same. So here I have written inner join. After this, what I'll do, I'll write full outer join. Okay, if I do the full outer join, then in that case I will get everything. But here there is no employee in the employee table. There is no single employee who didn't allocate any end department. That's why it is not showing any null. And even though in the department table also there is no employee, there is no department who we didn't allocate to any basically any employee. So that is the why. So if I show you select star from departments. So if I insert the value in department, insert into departments, okay, and if I show you insert into department code, okay, name and budget, and if I put values, so in the values the code will be suppose 99 and the name will be a operation department operations, okay, and this other thing will be budget. So budget will be 85,000. So basically this is their budget, and if I run it, I just need to check what is the department table. Code integer, name is character, and budget is numeric. Okay, if I run this, so it will include the ID in the department. Select star from departments. Okay, here you can see that another entry is actually added 99. That is from the operations one. So I'll again do the full outer join. Then you will understand what is the difference. Okay, so basically there is one department which is not allocated to any employee. So in this case, you can see that there is a null, 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 because this department is not allocated to anyone. So this is actually giving me the complete picture. Okay, so this is what full outer join is. So now let's move to the next one. So the next one is actually left outer join. So what is left outer join basically means if I have this table, then it will give me, if I have suppose in the left side, I have the registration one and the right one I have a login table. So it will give me only the information of those one who have registered and who actually came and who actually joined the login day also. Okay. And also those one who registered but didn't come to the login day. Okay, so it will include both information, but from the registration side. Okay, it will give you the complete picture from the registration side. So if I show you in this link, so once, so I'll move to the next page. Okay, so here you can see that so basically I want to find the left outer join. So to find the left outer join, what it will do, basically this is my registration, this is my login, this is my registration, this is my login. Okay, so what it will do, it will do this part, to select this common part also and the left part. So it will give me all information of the registration one. It will not leave anything from the registration side. So what will happen here? So if I'm talking about one Sohil, two Naman, now it will also give me the information of three Sohil. Even though Sohil is not, sorry, Sunil, three Sunil, but Sunil is not present here. So in that case, I'll put null. Okay, even I'm talking about four Shubham. So Shubham is also not present in that part. So in that case, I will write null. Okay, so that is the thing. Basically, registration name, login ID, and name. So now if I say, if I go to the back here, you can see that the output actually the full outer join give me the complete picture. Okay. If I want to see like what is the left outer join, in that case, I'll remove this. I don't, I will not cover from the right hand side. I will not cover this one, login one. Here you can see that I have removed one Shruti is not, one Shruti is not here. Here you can see that I have covered the 3 4 Sunil, I have covered 4 Shivam, but I am not like worrying about 1 Shruti, okay, and 3 Rajat here, like in the full outer join, because it is actually here you can in the diagram according to it, you can see that it is actually covering the registration part. Okay, so that is the point. So this is your left outer join where I'm just covering all the registration information. Now let's see if I say, if I go to this table now. Okay, so now if I'm saying ki select star from full outer join, now I'll make it left outer join. If I make the left outer join, na, then it will not care about the department, like which department enrolled is full or not. Here in full outer join, I'm getting this entry also, but in the left outer join, I will not get. I will just only worrying about the employee. Okay, all employees should come. All employees should information should be there. So if I make the left outer join, in this case, you will get that this is my table name, last name, department. Okay, and I'll get all the information here of the employees. Okay, so because it also covered the common part and the employee part. Now this is my left outer join. Now if I'm talking about the right outer join, so this is my left outer join syntax. Select star from table A. You just have to do the left outer join and then table name and on which column you want to make table A dot and equal to table dot B. Now, if I'm talking about the right outer join will cover the right side. Okay. So it will cover the right side. So select star from table A, right outer join, table B. Okay. This is the syntax. And on table A dot column match equal to table B dot column match. So if in the figure, if I'll show you, so here you can see that it is actually covered the this part. Okay. Here you can see that it has actually covered the 1 2 Sohil and Naman. Okay, that is a common part, but Sohil and Naman is also there, so we have to worry about this part. So through Sohil, because common part is already there, this is a common part. Okay, but now just worry about Shruti, one Shruti. Okay, and this information is not present here, null, and just worry about 3 Rajat. Okay, and it will give you null here. So what it is saying, it is giving me whole information of the login day. Those one print, we need to print those ones. It is actually printing those ones who actually log in that day but didn't join as a registration. Now, so basically it is giving me the information like who joined as a login day, but I'm not worrying about the registration. Okay, but I need the information of all those people who actually joined at the login day. Okay, basically when the bootcamp start. Okay, and I want to see like how many of them didn't register. Okay, it will give me some type of information. So this is actually right outer join. So right outer join, the syntax of right outer join is select star from table A, right outer join table B on table A dot column match equal to table B dot column match. So now if I say if I say like if this is my left outer join and if this is my right outer join. Okay, so now if I make the right outer join, in that case, you know that in the department table there is already an entry which department is not allocated to anyone. So here I am like more focused on the department side, like which department is allocated to which one. Okay, I'm not worrying about the employees. So if I do the right outer join, hmm, just 1 second. As in the left outer join, you have seen that like if I give you left outer join, in that case, you can see that it is actually covering all the entries of the employees. It is worrying about all the employees. It is showing me like all the employees who joined like particular department. But if I'm selecting here now, if I'm doing the right join, right outer join. So in this case, what information it is giving me? It is giving me the in department where because for each department you know that there is an employees. For each department there is an employees. Okay, so 14 department, there are 4 employees, so it is actually representing me all those 4 employees, okay, who are working in this 14 department. But it is more focusing on the department side, and it is actually showing me the information of basically department perspective. There might be some employees who didn't basically got any department, whose department side is actually null, whose department side is, so we will not consider those information. I just want to see like on the department perspective, on the department side, which department is allocated to which employee. Okay, here I don't want to see like which employee is actually allocated to which one. Basically in that case, right now I'm not focusing on the employee side. Okay, so that's why here there is only also one department which is not allocated to anyone. It is actually representing with that information also. But if there is an employee who didn't have any department, like if I go to the star from employees, and if in the department side I've seen that null, then in that case it will not include the information, because it is not focusing on the employee. It is actually focusing on the department. Okay, if you want to see like which department is actually, how many of department are allocated, how many of are not allocated, you will get every information from the department perspective here. So that is the difference actually. So this is the syntax of writing the right outer join. Table B on table A dot column match equal to table B dot column match. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. I hope you like this lecture, this session, and this is the final part of the SQL. And this is basically the final section of the SQL, that is part 5, basically on joins. Okay, thank you all.